skulls of buffaloes and men are symbols of success. Severed heads proof of virility. Charms that bring fertility to women, to cattle, and to crops. The notoriety of the Nagas as headhunters has kept them remote. So too have the difficulties of communication. Their hills have natural barricades. The forests and the fast rivers enclose them, protect them. Their enemies were their next-door neighbors. The men in the next village were the only invaders, taking land, taking heads.
Ali taipu ache jaku pe nang papai li ko taipe koi hua ke ya adam nanga lang pe sega mai khoi adam nanga le a jaku hua pe nang pa ma ali ya ga ngo ko taipe adam nanga lang pe sanga ai ko padam ban nga ngoi pe nga yen ga padam ban pe.
His name is Pankao. Pankao.
Ani lampu ang wala pe ako ka. Ito pa ngulin ko tonga ya pe ken.
He's 79 right now.
Kyu gum te longwa hong ya ka me men dok. Phao chong sui la makani gum makani gum sak chong malang pa phao ta ka pu lang pa che ko me ga chalang la ba ki lang lang bu sang ai ko.
In remoter regions, their headhunters' trophies swung over the houses, proclaiming the strength and the fertility of the people. After Indian independence, the Nagas demanded their freedom. In the years of unrest and rebellion that followed, the Indian government built jeep tracks for the army, and in 1963, Nagaland was made an independent state in the Indian Union. Some Nagas carried on fighting for complete independence without success. Nagaland lies in a politically sensitive area, not far from China, Burma, and Pakistan. To strengthen this northeastern frontier, the Indian government has been pouring in money, and today the 500,000 Nagas enjoy a comparatively high standard of living.
Naga micha.
Micha.
Naga micha.
Micha.
Dai ko. Kim joko.
Mai tong.
Hey. Photo.
Definitely some sort of rodent. Possibly a rat. Right there's the head. All of a sudden the flavor kind of changed on me. Tao hạ đâm đá nó cái gà nó phình phình lại với cái phăng e sao?
Người alibad ko upu.
Người là bát của sao?
Petao akau mupe uno kiha. Petao kau ngại ya ti. Petao kau nó ke long phong gà nó trăng pe mà bảo là vàng tu. Côm petao hạ nó ca lại. Người lại tu hạ li lai wang sawang không la su la tu sanga ko nang
Ali angalang puma ya tongannya. Nanga tai siya.
alam ni nga iya pu ku no
Ba chui mit phang chui pe sang alang à beli ya.
sanga ya na
Sang yan tai siya cha.
na tu ya tu yin
Logan gun, arrow, spear, dao.
Dao. What is Dao?
Dao like knife big.
This one here?
Yes, yes.
This one.
Yes.
ko ma ya tu
Yes.
Like this.
Yes.
After they kill them,
Yes.
they use this.
Cut by the head. In Longwa, so many land.
Right.
We are the Wari village, so we have so many under the Longwa chief king, 32 villages.
32.
32 villages.
The old man can remember from which village each head was captured. Powerful forces cling to these skulls. They're fed with rice beer, so their spirit revisits the village, giving the people strength and fertility. When the heads were brought back in triumph, there was a victory dance. The men would boast of being as fierce as tigers, as mighty as the clouds that thunder and hurl down fireballs. Capturing a head gave a man prestige. It proved his virility. And after the dancing came the tattooing. Body tattoos meant he'd been present on a raid, while one on his neck and face meant he'd actually cut off a head.
gele sang ham pe de ni gan de ni man te ye ani ngai ya alia ti o gu ya ku pe ya we ma su lan ta ma sa lan ta le chai pa na pa lan ta le ngan pe ku me ani ya na won phai cham cham yo
This is the India and Myanmar border right here. This pillar on this side where I'm standing is Myanmar, and here is India. Myanmar, India. And this is also the highest point in Longwa village. We're currently at about 5,000 feet, and from here you can see pretty much all of Longwa village, including the church that we were just at this morning, also the chief's building. And I want to see if I can see my homestay. Oh, there's my homestay. It's really difficult getting up here. I'm tired. Look at all these kids looking at us. Hello.
That's town, the Pumjing town.
Pumjing?
Pumjing town. Pumjing means the land.
The land.
But Longwa people only there also.
Over in Pumjing.
Yeah, Longwa people
Right
and
there.
yes. Longwa people and Longwa land. Up to the river, we our land. That side also up to the river. This side also up to the river. That's all are the longwa land.
Hello. Hello. The little girls are always carrying the youngest with them. That's cute. Looks comfy. We've reached a junction point, and the India-Myanmar junction, bunch of little shops and things. We passed by there the other day when they were actually open, but Sundays everything's closed, so it's a day of rest for everybody here in Nagaland. Hello. Oh, Nagada.
Nagada.
Oh,
Good price.
yes, I like it. That's poop. It's a little hard to see it with this wide angle lens, but we were right up there. We were right there. That's where we were just at. You know, if you guys were wondering why the Longwa would build their village in such hard terrain, there's actually really great reasons why to do that, because not only is this area full of natural resources, there's tons of naturally occurring springs, the land is fertile, and also the mountain range itself and the way that they've situated their villages, it provided a strategic advantage from their enemies. Just imagine how difficult it was for the enemy villages trying to attack Longwa. And back then there were none of these big roads available, so they had to go right up the hills trying to attack each of the different villages of Longwa in these mountains.
Lang la hakku han lawang lai quan po cái bi po ka hisap la tu nga pa hanya putu hana putu nga hanya ho putu la quan ba gan ko chamba hakku chamba bok pa ja ko
sang cái gan cái gan yo mga sang bian mo sang ko gan adong ko ping rồi gan chu ga po cha ha chu anh nhưng mình cái xa như là cái này thì mình gan chu ga ko kêu không biết là chỉ những cái gì gan cái hạt bảo cô gan chu ga là không chỉ khô là chắc là những là người phải sợ cái gì cái này cũng như cái hiện tượng
hạ mà cả là nè gan hưu chả nhiều khổ mà khe gan hưu bông mà muốt cái là mọc cái độc tạm mà cái là bụi độc gan hưu để là nga hàm mình cái lệ hạ mình cái lệ hạ cắt tắc lại à man sang à lâu nga chinh hùng à quan chinh hùng cha sang cái tu hay do như cha chu gan lại anh ấy bất phải nào chân mày thế cả xa cái ổ gục mày lại
Cho quan chính chân này dạy bu quan xem mày pe là mình hết và là hết trong là đó kháng sẽ nghiêm lệ có ba đó kháng rồi cho bộ hòm bi phò dân khẩn nhang rồi là trang rồi là cha phải vẫn ba sang là xem là ya ngồi paแต่ใช่chân xem mày不多样là chỉ quan mong cái lập lên cả bi chạy khi là cái thông mình
All the vanity of the Nagas is expressed in their full ceremonial dress. It was never worn in battle, only at the victory dance afterwards.
Yeah, no, it is good. Look at that, it's beautiful. So this is the traditional dress?
It is
nó làm thà phải liền
festival dress. That much only our traditional dresses. So during festival time, we used to wear that
hấp phụ cô chị
Wild boar. Wild pig.
Wild pig.
Wild pig. Peach. And it is a bear and tiger.
Oh.
cái nó ngay hình mã rồi nó
He needs his weapon.
I have my guns.
The bracelets and necklaces are their wealth. The tusks and teeth on their headdresses represent boar and tigers killed, while the brass heads show how many men they've killed. Today, nobody can boast of his tiger-like fierceness or carry his enemy's head on his spear. It's just dressing up. The Indian government encourages them to keep the picturesque parts of their culture. The Nagas have learned to enjoy security. The days of glory are gone, and few want them to return.